Yeah, I think Neil found out before me. I was working, and I missed several missed calls from the secretary, Darren and Neil. A bit of mixed emotions, really. I was gutted that we wouldn't get to continue what we built, and it was just starting to come together. And I know me and Neil had several conversations that actually the last 3 or 4 games was a team that we visioned earlier on when we first came to it, and there was starting to be a nice buzz about the place and a good work ethic, and we're starting to build that culture around the club. So from that point of view, I'm disappointed, but also after the last break, I was a bit worried about this break. Having 6 weeks off is quite a long time for our players not to be training. So I know Neil's been chomping at the bit, but looking forward, the last thing I would have wanted is for the season to resume and for us to do well for 3 or 4 games, but then struggle due to injuries, because at the end of the day we've got to look at the players' welfare as well. And off the back of COVID, I think we were also going to have to look at their mental health and how they were coming back. So I know from a coaching point of view, Neil would probably be a lot more disappointed than myself.
Yeah, I was gutted to find out, to be honest. All the hard work I think that we just as a club have put in. So when you look at all the hard work that Cleveland and myself have done, Darren, all the people that are behind the scenes, Jim, the kit man, and Sue, the food and all that kind of stuff, and the chairman, everyone works so hard, and then for it just to kind of get pulled from under your feet, and then not even to mention how hard the lads have worked. Lads have grafted, and like Cleveland said, we were just getting to a point where the squad was just a great balance in the squad. We were playing some really good football. We were getting ourselves into a really strong position for a big running for promotion, really. And yeah, it's kind of feels like it's been taken from under us. But the lads have gone through it once, gone through it again, and there's nothing much you can do about it. It's regroup. We'll get our sessions together back in. The lads will be coming back in end of March when everything can sort of get back to a bit more normality. We'll be training as much as possible, 2-3 times a week hopefully, get ourselves ready for whatever comes, whether there's a restart on some things or whether it's just literally a big pre-season until the new season starts or what. That's where we're at.
Now, so your first season with the club, how do you think it's gone, and what have been your highlights of the season so far?
I think personally my highlight's been creating a great team. As you first join me, you want to come in and you want to do everything, but you soon learn quickly that you can't do bibs, balls, cones, manage, tactics, and you can't do it all. So I think the first thing that I learned is that you need to create a very good team, and I think for me, creating that team is shown on the pitch, having good people around you like Neil, Darren, people that I can rely on, and people are fantastic at what they do. So that's been one of my main highlights, and also just the feedback from people and from the local community saying it feels like a different place. They're excited to come into their local club, which I feel makes Quorn a much stronger team as well, because everyone would say great facilities. However, now when people are saying great facilities with a good team, that's the thing. That's been one of my highlights, and just seeing how the team's developed off the back of that.
Plans, I mean, everything we've put in place so far from the start of this season will continue. I think we will really push the boys fitness-wise to get us to a point that when things do start, that we hit the ground ready to go from the word go. And there's so much going on around the club at the minute in terms of not only just the first team, but the younger groups, age groups, plus the academy that is all coming together. It's a really exciting time for the club, and it's only going to go one way, and that's from strength to strength, really. So no, it's exciting. It's really exciting. I just hope we eventually get our rewards for all the hard work that everyone puts in.
I just that's probably been one of the downsides of it, really, is the caps of fans and numbers that we've been allowed to get in safely, and there is a lot of anxiety in the communities and just in general, people coming out in large numbers, but I do believe that going forwards, they've got something they can be proud of, and then the small numbers that have come have also said that, and hopefully once we return and they start to see the results, the numbers will increase, and we'll get a lot of input from not just only fans in the community but local businesses, and then it's all about the local community really. It's me and Neil are just providing, as you would say, a service, but we're providing all good football clubs are the heart of their community, and that's what we're aiming to build here. And Neil's doing some fantastic work, not just with the first team but with the academy as well. So I can only say that it's going to be somewhere that they can be proud of, and after this difficult time of COVID, I think it's going to be a place that they'll be proud of, but also that they can use and access confidently as well.
No, just excited to get the boys back, and we'll be even more excited when we can play some proper competitive football and get the fans back involved and get this place rocking.
Yeah, definitely.